as musicians, and this is just like a side project they do to fuck around.
Oh, good for them.
But do they find out?
I don't know. Let's find out on this episode of Modular Components. Hey, everybody. How's it going? We're in the podcast now. I did it. I'm the Vacuuminator. I'm in charge of this fuckfest. Let's get our first fucker in here. Boingo Ryder, what you gonna fuck tonight?
Your face.
Oh, awesome. I'm so excited for that. Snowcone 83, what would you like to fuck?
To be determined.
Okay, all right. True Buster, Buster Corp. Can you at least say the word fuck for me?
No.
Oh, damn. I tried, everybody.
Well, I have said it before. I just don't want to do it right now.
Well, now that we've turned off the entire general audience by saying the word fuck a billion times, let's introduce our special guest.
Hello.
Hughie Doulahan. Hi, how are you? Tell the people who you are.
Hi, my name's Hughie. I'm a Doulahan VTuber with a tablet head, but we're doing kayfabe right now, so I'm not gonna be in character, so to speak. I do a lot of art, stream, and yeah, that's about it.
Also, you do a webcomic, right?
Yeah, it's currently on hiatus, but yeah.
Of course they're all fucking crabs, Cody.
All those are adorable.
Cody just put a picture of his Squishmallow collection in the chat, and it's all the crab ones, it looks like.
Oops, all crabs.
Oops.
Cody,
I mean,
you be the crab man.
They are your favorite animal, aren't they?
Let's just immediately shove away all pretenses of this being an interview. Cody, tell me, how did you feel about that crab mech in episode 2 of the recent Mandalorian season?
Oh, that thing was pretty neat. I really did. It was pretty. What would be the word? Thrilling, I guess. That whole scene, that whole exchange.
Pretty wizard.
Yeah, that whole scene. I was just like, oh man, this is intense. Oh man, Cody's probably really excited right now.
It kind of looks like the crab droids from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
I mean, could it be in-universe repurposed tech from that?
Yeah,
it's entirely possible.
Recobbled together.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
I don't think the original crab droids actually had pincers. They were it was crab-legged red buddies.
They had something that went out in the front.
I'm looking them up right now.
But
they had big forward legs they would slam down.
Oh yeah.
Would they jam like Space Jam?
Yeah, these boys.
Yeah.
That's straight up an enemy from Code Lyoko.
No, it looks like an enemy from
It does
Transformers
look like
Prime.
a Code Lyoko model a little bit.
Enemy great.
I mean, early Clone Wars did look very Code Lyoko-esque.
I was thinking more Transformers Prime with this.
Oh yeah, that's a good comp.
The Prime's animation style was a little more smooth, whereas
That's because they
Clone Wars
put
is
too
all
much
hard
money
lines.
into it. That show was expensive as ass to make.
And yet they could only afford 6 main characters.
That's exactly why, because they put too much detail into it.
I mean, for a CG animated show, I'd much prefer a smaller cast of really well designed characters than a large cast of shit.
Yeah. Hi, Miraculous Ladybug.
Hi, Transformers Generation 1.
I mean, to give a video game example, I mean, that's probably a big problem with Genshin and a lot of people's complaints about the character designs in that.
Man, Boyko went for violence.
Oh man, attacking the Genshin stands in chat.
Well, I mean, we have a Genshin player in podcast, so
Oh, what the fuck? There's already a Lego set for this film from Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
It's called the Spider Crab.
I know.
I thought Vac
already
was
in the
shocked
Lego
because of the Genshin thing, not because
I
of
was
the Spider.
Because I'm the one that plays Genshin, so I was like, oh god, am I about to be pounded on for playing Genshin or something?
Yeah, we all got those I mean, I play Master Duel a lot. We all got those live service things.
Oh, yeah.
They're just they're not healthy, but they scratch our itch.
Oh yeah, it scratches the Tism brain nicely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've played every single game listed so far. But the one that I probably put the most money into passively would be Fortnite. Actively would be Warframe.
Oh, Warframe's still happening?
Warframe heavy happens constantly and just stays going.
It's its own little community and doesn't break out of it a lot.
Yeah. It's not like Destiny where I constantly hear people talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I did start Destiny as well.
Oh, damn it.
Meanwhile, I'm chilling in 2011 playing Arkham City and rewatching Gokaiger.
You're catching up, bud. You're catching up.
Oh, but did the new video make you want to rewatch Gokaiger?
No, I just had to say Gokaiger because I didn't realize that game came out in 2011. That's my tism, is anytime I talk about the year Gokaiger came out in, I have to bring that show up, because it's the best show of all time.
Yeah, I've been playing 2 games, Hi-Fi Rush and Spark the Electric Jester. Hi-Fi Rush came out this year. I might actually start playing it midway through podcast, just to give my hands something to do. But it's a hard game, but it's a fun hard game.
You need some fidget toys to go on your desk, Buster.
I have fidget toys. I'm playing with my action figures on desk. My Don Brothers action Change Heroes and Zen Kaiser SH Figure Arts. I play with those.
Fair enough.
I actually just started earlier today Shin Megami Tensei 5 because I've had it for a little bit and I just
nice.
Fuck it, I'll start it. I'll play it for myself.
Good game. I love that game.
I'll play it for myself before I play it on stream.
Yeah, that Boyo, I don't want to be mean, but that might actually be a better idea for you for most games.
Whoa!
How long did it take you to finish that Digimon game?
Oh, fucking ever.
You played that for nearly a year, give or take, right?
8 months probably, on and off, like a couple hours a day. Because that's all I would play is like maybe 2.5 hours of gaming. It's just like, all right, stream's over.
Yeah. Plus, it was like one of your first games you ever played on stream, so it was like you were still kind of like into the rhythm of streaming and everything. So.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was like a whole arc of Digimon becoming a major facet of Boingo's personality online.
I mean, it kind of already has been.
I mean, yeah, I like Digimon's fun.
I always knew you liked it, but I didn't know it was like one of your major hyperfixations until that whole era.
I think it's also partially I just like fucking going, yo, Digimon, because everyone's just like, oh yeah, Pokemon, and I'm so tired, and it's just like, come on, Digimon though.
Come on.
Every Digimon fan though is like, Pokemon's too popular. We need to talk about Digimon.
Yeah. Just talk about Digimon because you like Digimon, you know?
Listen, Digimon is just Pokemon if you took the edge meter and tweaked it ever so slightly.
No, it's not.
I mean, like the character design, everything else, nobody cares.
Digimon is just Pokemon if the anime had good writing.
Okay, come on. The recent Pokemon animes have been actually really good.
Yeah, Here's the thing. The Pokemon anime is good for what it is. The Digimon anime just was like, all right, cool. Let's just make an actual fucking anime. Like a solid, like, beginning, middle, and end thing.
I do actually really like the Pokemon anime, like Kalos onwards. I just wish it would get subbed faster.
I mean, doesn't it, like, it's still... I thought the subs have been, like, pretty consistently coming out now. I don't know.
What group are you following?
I don't know. I just look at the site, you know?
No. I'm going to have to start looking at the site a little closer then.
Yeah, especially with the new one coming.
Mm-hmm.
Really excited for that one. It looks really fun.
Also, I like that this is the one time Buster has not, like, gone, why don't you just watch the dub?
I mean, like, here's the thing. The Pokemon dub has music changes, and anything that has, like, I'm usually advocate for anime dubs, but for stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, yeah, just go for the sub. That's the superior version, either for music changes or for script changes.
Yeah, and I mean, and I was just generally saying that, like, everybody knows the Pokemon dub is ass as soon as they hit the advanced generation.
Yeah. Apparently the scripts even became a slight bit more inaccurate, so...
Oh, wow.
What's your opinion on sub versus dub, Hughie?
For me, I prefer dub for the sole reason that I just, like, I need something to do while I'm watching stuff, so I'll be drawings, but it's like, I can't draw and read a subtitled show at the same time, so I always go dub.
Yeah, I definitely empathize with that for people, but like for me, where it's really just I hate most American dub actors. I have to watch the sub.
It's a case-by-case basis. Like there's some anime I'll only watch the dub for. Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Buster, you are the second person I've ever heard bring up Blood Blockade Battlefront.
It's actually like I think it's my favorite anime. I need to rewatch it, but like it's probably my favorite anime. So.
Okay. Because the first person I heard bring it up was back when the manga was brand new.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But like, I think the anime is way better because they actually have an original storyline for the anime, and it's like whoa, it just elevates that material. Like it's one of the few times where like actually adding shit actually helps.
Sick.
Yeah.
Though I will
also,
admit,
I prefer
being a sub guy like means I don't watch as much anime as I would probably like to, because I gotta set aside time for it, just like I set aside time to watch Tokusatsu. And hey, guess what? I watch way more of than anime right now.
I mean, at least Blood Blockade Battlefront's only like 12 episodes, so it should be like if you ever decide to take the plunge.
When I finally watched every Tokusatsu that is available with English subs, I will start watching anime.
Well, good luck, mate, because all of Sentai is subbed. You're here forever.
Right. I've already gotten through like a couple hundred out of 2,000 episodes. 2,000 plus episodes.
Yeah, that's good. They should really do a King of Fighters anime.
That would be dope.
I mean,
they tried to that's a CGI one, and I didn't. That one was shit.
CGI doesn't count. That's not Japanimation.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the OVA.
Oh, the OVA, yeah. Well, that's more Fatal Fury, I think.
No, I'm talking about the other OVA.
The one that ties into Maximum Impact?
Yeah, it doesn't tie into Maximum Impact.
Well, the one released around Maximum Impact.
I mean, it was done to tie into Maximum Impact, but like fucking Ash is right there.
I mean, Ash was in the last Maximum Impact game.
Pretty sure Ash is the one who like caused all the damage in the fucking OVA, because it's basically all the KOF people having to deal with like a fire.
Yeah. I mean, like I want to see like I want to see like adaptations of like freaking the fight between against Rugal and like the Orochi shit and all the clones.
Oh, you mean Rugal, who was played by the guy who played fucking Darth Maul?
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Rugal.
No, was that in the movie? Was that the shitty movie?
Yeah, it is in the shitty movie. Okay. Rugal is the bad like a reoccurring villain in King of Fighters.
Yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of him right now.
I hope Street Fighter 6 is successful enough that it gets an anime.
That would be awesome.
And you all know why.
Yeah.
Furry?
No.
Cammy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see that.
Me and Vat got the.
I want to see that. I want to see that character model in 2D animation. Damn it.
I mean, like Street Fighter V did have like 2D like drawn endings for its arcade mode, so you know you maybe.
Yeah, but like that's like older Cammy. I don't know if Vac would vibe with older Cammy as much.
Oh, well, I'm talking about like they could bring that into 6.
Neo Cammy, as I've been referring to her to myself.
I mean, like, it is, like, I do like the new design, like, even from a story perspective, because now that she's out of Bison is gone, this is basically, like, I'm my own person now, you know? Good shit.
Yeah.
Like, fighting game storytelling is actually really good if you don't have someone in your ear yelling about NetherRealm.
Wait. You're telling me this extremely attractive, muscly blonde woman has a backstory that's really traumatic that she's trying to overcome and be a good person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Holy fuck, I gotta pre-order this game.
Yeah, some like $60 or some shit. Like I do think out of all the fighting games, I'd most likely recommend Street Fighter 6 because there's actual like single player content in it. Like there's a story mode, there's a open world to explore.
They're doing a lot for Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it's like the most excited game at the moment. Like I know Tears of the Kingdom comes out first, but screw that shit. I want Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. I've been hyper focusing on like replaying through Breath of the Wild for Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
God, I wish Nintendo games were on PC.
Me too.
I mean, they are if you wear an eye patch.
Yeah. The Boingo can hook you up with the mechanics.
Yeah. Yo-ho.
I might do that. I need to play everything that's in my Steam wishlist first.
A wish list? How big is your Steam wish list?
My Steam wish list isn't that big. It's like 20, 30 things.
Okay.
See, I got like 200.
I already gifted you like Batman Arkham Knight because of the Steam.
Yeah, so like that's my gaming because I'm only like a quarter of the way through Arkham City, so I've got like the next 4 months of gaming squared away for me right now.
Yeah, I mostly got you like I was concerned of buying you it because like is he enjoying Arkham Cities?
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I forgot how much I like open world games.
Yeah, they're fun to mess around. I think that's why a big reason why I like the new Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, that game is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's like
it gives you like a warm up period. You can just hop in and explore the map a little, or like do a side quest before you get into the main story. You can be on your A game for the main story right away.
Okay, I just realized I'm a dumbass. I gifted Vac Arkham Knight when I should have gifted him Arkham Origins.
It's fine. I'll buy Arkham Origins.
All good games.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard complaints about Arkham Knight that it focuses too much on the card gameplay, but that's just more of like a.
But like that was one of the biggest marketing things about that game is finally the Batmobile is going to be in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. It's just more of like people wanted more balance between the two gameplay modes.
Yeah, it was definitely very skewed towards the mobile, but honestly, I thought they made it fun to use, so I don't think it was a problem.
I think the bigger problem of Arkham Knight is the storytelling, because the story sounds so shit.
Yeah, I mean, I already know the twist, by the way. I know the big spoiler.
It's Red Hood.
Yeah, it's just Red Hood, but even shittier.
Yeah.
Because they tried to fucking hide the fact that they were doing the Red Hood. It's just like, no, this isn't the Red Hood. And then you play the game, it's just like, this is fucking
Red Hood. It's funny,
because
it came out right around the same time, and it was basically the same thing as that lady who played Talia in Dark Knight Rises saying in every interview, no, I'm not Talia, I'm this person.
I'm white or some shit. I don't know. She wasn't white.
I can't remember if that actress was white or not. I hope she wasn't, because that made me really mad playing Arkham City. Remembering that.
I mean, granted, that also happened in Batman Begins. That was pretty cringe.
Seeing a fucking Talia al Ghul that just straight up looks like a Valley Girl cheerleader. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the Arkham games really survive on the gameplay because a lot of the character designs kind of stink.
I mean, there have been some more good ones this game. I really like their Catwoman and their Two-Face, but could take or leave the Penguin. Could take or leave Grundy. And obviously Talia and Raz are horrible.
Yeah.
Freeze is good though. I just did the Mr. Freeze boss fight.
That's a lot of fun.
That was great.
Mechanically, one of the most unique boss fights in the entire series.
I think that's the thing about the Batman games, though, is like they took the villains and tried to make them mechanically interesting at the detriment of being interesting characters.
Yeah, which for a game
visually appealing.
Yeah,
like I hate their Harley Quinn and their Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Harley is design wise, I think is excellent. Character wise is.
Yeah, and like I no matter what else I see in this series, I know I hate this Harley the most out of any of the character designs because it's what kickstarted the break from the traditional Harley look, and we got to come up with new and exciting ways to make the Harley character design more and more horny in each version.
Yeah, exciting way. That's a funny way.
I mean, it was the sort of hot topic.
Exactly.
The hot topicification of DC Comics.
Hot topicification.
Oh my
God. There's a video essay waiting to happen.
Superman wearing a My Chemical Romance shirt.
Right, who's making it?
Superboy. No, it has to be Superboy. You know it has to be Superboy.
It's definitely Superboy.
Yeah.
Which Superboy, though?
All of them. They all fit in the
little baby John Kent just wearing an oversized
I forgot John
one.
Kent. I keep forgetting John Kent is a Superboy.
No.
He was a Superboy for like 3 years.
Connor would wear a Fallout Boy shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, like more of like a 90s 2000s.
Connor was in the Young Justice 2010 cartoon that everyone gassed up, but was not as good as everyone said, right?
Yeah.
He's practically wearing a Superman variation of the My Chemical Romance look.
That is just his look in the comics most of the time.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Vac, don't play Injustice. It's shit.
I didn't have any plans to.
Okay. I just because I know you have a couple fighting games like Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on your wish list, so I'm like.
Well, if it's not on my wish list, I probably don't plan to play it.
Okay.
What do you plan to play, Hughie? What's going on with you? You've been very quiet.
Oh, I'm just kind of listening in. What I'm planning on playing?
Yeah, what's going on with your Twitch right now? What do you do? Sell yourself, market yourself to the listeners right now.
So as of right now, what I've been streaming lately is God of War Ragnarok, which has been a blast, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it.
God of War Ragnarok cock.
Yeah,
whoa,
Ragnarok.
Whoa!
I heard that's a good game.
It's very good. If you played the 2018 one, it's a direct sequel to that.
Yeah, I've never played a God of War, but the series always looks really cool.
It's a lot of fun. Like even the originals, yeah.
Vac should be familiar with God of War because it's Endless Jess's most viewed video. It's actually how I first discovered. Yeah. I realized when you shared me Endless Jess's videos, I was like, oh wait, I know this guy. He made that God of War video.
Yeah, I know a lot about it from that video.
But yeah, so like other stuff I've been playing too is of course Danganronpa. I've been playing through that with a friend, and a visual novel-esque game called 13 Sentinels, which is an absolute...
Oh yeah, 13. I have that game, but like I kind of stopped playing it because it's just too much, man.
It's a mindfuck. Like it's a lot of time traveling stuff.
Yeah,
and you keep jumping at different points in the story. It's really interesting.
Honestly, I think this year made me realize I don't think I like time travel stories. Or at least it's a very specific brand I need to like.
Buster, that means you hate every story because every story moves through time in a linear fashion.
Okay, no, you know what I mean, you frick.
Buster's favorite filmmaker is Christopher Nolan.
I've only seen Batman Begins from him, not gonna lie.
You haven't even seen The Dark Knight?
I don't. It's not.
You're turning into a comic nerd in 2008, Zach. You haven't seen The Dark
Knight. I'm shook about that because I'm like, Buster, you live in Chicago, and that's like one of the most well-revered Chicago films of all time.
I know. Every time I go on a Chicago tour, just when I'm visiting, I just like, oh yeah, well this is where The Dark Knight was filmed. No, Batman Begins better, even though it has the whitewash.
I do think Begins is better, but Dark Knight is really good.
Yeah, I've seen the clips I've seen of it because people use it to teach freaking classes for some shit. But like, I'm not even kidding. But like the clips I have seen, it's like, oh, this is good. It's just like I do feel like it's had a negative impact, and I feel like on like modern stuff.
Yeah, people tend to praise it too much. I think
it's the Joker. It started the Joker oversaturation I hate.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the Joker oversaturation started at least in comics a little bit before that.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about
but y'all should have been there on YouTube in 2009 where everybody thought they were the most original, creative, amazing person ever by doing a Joker impression.
Melvin.
I was about to bring that up. Brother the Joker.
I had a relapse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was a real one. I was a Joker Blogs fan. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, did you guys cover that?
I think we did. Yeah, we watched the first season of it, which is very slow.
You didn't even get to the juicy shit. Is there even juicy shit? I don't know.
Yeah, there is. It's a good show. It's a shame that it never got like the proper conclusion they were aiming for.
I mean, better that than getting like a Young Justice season 3 and 4 package.
Oh my god, you and Young Justice tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I just decided I'm gonna I want to tie it all together.
Did you just watch it or something?
No, I just remembering it because I'm reading DC. I'm reading some DC comics in between Y the Last Man, and I'm just like, DC's they have some good shit. Also, I saw Shazam 2.
Just continuously reading Y the Last Man because Y the Last Man is a DC comic.
Oh yeah, Vertigo. I was like, when I saw the Vertigo logo on the back, I was like, oh yeah.
I made the mistake of saying it was an independent book, but that was just because I hadn't looked at it in a while.
I did. Oh, also I did see Shazam 2, and I'm like,
how was it? No spoilers.
I liked it. Not as good as the first. I don't honestly. I do understand why it's getting its mixed reception, but like, I don't think it's like as bad as people are making it out to be. Mm-hmm. Without spoilers, the ending kind of suffers from a similar problem as the Batman's ending. If you know, you know. It's like basically I'm like super invested, and then a character shows up and kind of ruins my investment for a bit.
I get that.
Yeah, like
interesting.
But it's not. It's still like a fun movie, and like I did like where it take most of the characters. I like the extra focus on the blue guy, Freddy. He gets a bit. He's basically a secondary writer in the movie.
I mean, that's kind of how he is in a lot of early Shazam comics, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to read more Shazam comics. Any Rex?
The Jeff Johns run was basically the blueprint for the movie. Read that.
Yeah. The New 52, right?
Yeah, New 52, and then because it was a backup in Justice League, and then it got its own book during Rebirth.
Okay, it being a backup in Justice League makes too much sense of why that Justice League War movie had Shazam for some reason.
Yeah.
But I was like, there was like a period of time where I tried getting into the direct-to-DVD DC movies, and it just like I liked Flashpoint Paradox. I still think that's my favorite version of the Flashpoint story. Just because it's just its own self-contained thing, and it's like I think the voice acting in it is good, and it's without it didn't butcher the comics for a couple years.
Yeah, it also spawned that iconic meme.
Yeah, the meme is great.
It was me, Barry.
Yeah, it was me, Barry. The voice acting really elevates the movie, honestly. Oh, yeah. And then I tried watching Justice League War, and I'm like, this sure is a Justice League War. And I'm like, why is Shazam here?
It's also like all those movies were in their own New 52 continuity for a while after that, which was weird and didn't make sense. Yeah. And fucking it pushed Superman Wonder Woman relationship super hard. Oh yeah, that was a New 52 thing.
And also just the animation styles were super homogenized. But I think starting with that direct-to-DVD 66 Batman movie, they realized, oh wait, people don't just want the same faux anime how to draw anime style. We could do other styles of animation, which there's been some hits and misses with that.
Well, it's funny because it started off that way, and then they kind of forgot it for a while.
I don't think they forgot it. I think it was intentional. It was to kind of go these are all similar bops.
Yeah. But it's it's kind of like how DC Comics has tried a bunch of different stuff right now.
It's a house style.
Yeah.
I mean, every company has a house style.
House style, yeah. But and I'm just saying, but just with animation and different animation projects, I feel like you can do a lot more than having an in-house style. Especially these days with I mean, the Oscars just happened, and Del Toro's animation can be pushed even further, and he do be spinning, we can.
Meanwhile, Bruce Timm's just in the background of every voice recording session, slowly pulling all of his hair out.
Yeah.
Bruce Timm is just keep drawing triangles.
Triangles! Must draw triangles! Must draw sexy, attractive triangles!
Pinocchio. Netflix
Pinocchio is great.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Not checked it out yet.
You should. It's good shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I should check out.
Bro, you watched Encanto before Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, even though I told you to watch Puss in Boots.
It was the next thing on my Disney Plus watch list.
Really? Also, your review of it sucked. I'm sorry.
Well, the movie fucking sucked. I'm sorry.
Oh, this guy.
I loved Encanto. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. It was one of the better Disney movies of recent memory.
Bruh.
Just because people have a soul doesn't mean that it's a bad opinion, bud.
I'm just saying, the only Disney movie I have liked very recently, and this is Disney movies. Don't come at me with your fucking Star Wars and Marvel shit. I have only really enjoyed Moana as of late.
Moana was fun.
Freaking bee mask pilled. By the way, have you seen this Jack and Daxter video? It's really good.
It's in my watch later. I'll get to it.
Yeah. As someone who kind of hates Jack 2 and thinks it's kind of responsible for the whole mess of an industry we're in right now, he did kind of make a good argument for it, I will say.
I don't know. His taste in video games seems to be very divorced from mine.
Yeah. I mean, I do disagree with a lot of his game taste, especially on Ratchet and Clank, so.
Man's just very into the early 2000s original properties, and I never experienced any of that stuff.
He's a platform mascot. He likes platformer mascot. Psychonauts, Sly Cooper.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's how I discovered him through Crash, because the Crash, because Clumps recommended his Crash video. I'm like, okay, I guess we gotta.
You mean Clumps?
Yeah, Clumps. He recommended me B-Max.
It sounded like you said Clumps.
Clumps. It did. Clumps, the evil dog. I mean, I know Clumps has an evil doppelganger character, but
Clumps is the even eviler doppelganger.
Yeah.
No.
So I was trying to think of topics before the podcast. I wanted to ask y'all, what was y'all's first internet communities that y'all were a part of, or what was your first big thing that you were a part of on the internet?
I don't remember because I've always been kind of a bystander.
Yeah, kind of same. Because I've always had the bad problem of if I don't have anything that is truly new or innovative to say, I will say nothing.
Yeah.
I think
I remember really getting involved in any communities pre-YouTube, but I mean, I lurked around on various websites early. I played my fair share of Toontown Online and whatever the Cartoon Network equivalent was.
Okay, yeah, it was just like because for some reason I was reminded earlier today, like my first time, like really, like obviously, like I would get on like MySpace back in the day and all that stuff, but my first time like actively checking a forum or something like that was this is like fucking embarrassing to him. It was fucking failblog.org. It was my first like big like like this like internet community stuff, you know.
All right, it's time for the weekly Simeon makes somebody feel old moment. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if it's even still around. I'm gonna look that up.
Is this something I would have seen on like Tales from the Internet?
Probably. So it was run by the company Icon Has Cheeseburger, which you know that
was a company.
Well, yes. I think yeah. And they basically ran a bunch of blogs, and the most popular one was failblog.org, which is still around.
Oh, wow.
Which baffles me. I mean, it looks like a BuzzFeed type of website now, but basically what it was is people would just submit like, here's like a stop sign that said SOTP, and it would be these most basic memes possible. It was like, to me, it was like I'd never seen that stuff before, so it was like it was just like kind of groundbreaking humor for me at the time. So it was just like, yeah.
So it was like very early Reddit humor.
Essentially, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Before it was like. It's kind of started in like 2008, 2009 era. That's when I discovered it.
Oh, there's a new Jack Stauber special coming?
What?
What? You know, Jack Stauber from like those little like cool specials. They're making a new one.
Oh, I've never heard of this person.
Oh, freaking! You got it. He does good shit. Yeah, there's like one coming on April Fools for Adult Swim. So, yeah.
Oh, wow,
interesting.
They're not playing Toonami this year?
No, it's like April 2nd. But that's like the April Fools. No, okay, so April 1st is on. No, April 1st is on Toonami Day, so I guess they're gonna do Toonami thing. And then on April 2nd on Sunday, that's when they're gonna do a Jack Stauber special. He's they put both of his I think they put his big like special. It's like a bunch of basically. He has two specials on Adult Swim: Jack Stauber's Oboe and Jack Stauber's Shop, a pop opera. I'll link both of them to you fellas right here. They're very creative, very like surreal, good shit.
What's your favorite Jack Stauber song, Buster?
It's been a bit.
Mine is Misled.
I need a rewatch. I do like the one where it's like forgot.
Is Toonami still back, or did it get canceled again?
No, it's still back, even though of all the Crunchyroll like buying up Funimation shits.
Oh. Yeah. So, are there Crunchyroll ads in the middle of fucking?
I don't know. I haven't tuned in. I haven't tuned into Toonami since they put Gemlock.
I watched it for like a like 4 or 5 months right when it came back, and then I completely fell off and never came back because I realized I hated anime dubs.
I mean, they actually did do an April Fool's joke where they just aired all subbed anime.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I
remember. I watched Toonami because they started airing Fire Force on it, but I dropped Fire Force because I'm like, nah.
Skill issue.
I just drop. Sometimes I just drop like a lot of series. I still need to get back to the slime.
Never drop. Always on hiatus. That's my.
That's a good way to put it.
Every time Buster says they drop something, Boingo's just like, weak. You're weak. I smell weakness.
Look, I didn't drop One Piece. I think I'm pretty strong.
I really need to start doing that.
Hello
from the outside.
So I've been watching like the Dragon Ball Z abridged commentaries because apparently that's a common like cottage industry now.
Didn't we talk about this already?
No, probably. I think they talked about it off mic or just mentioned it. No, whatever. Even then, I don't think I talked about it too much.
Well. However,
I don't know. Yeah, but they're fun. It's nice to get like behind. I like, honestly, it's weird. I like listening to sometimes commentaries of videos more than the actual videos because they're just like I like learning behind the scenes. I like to learn how things work. You know.
I get that. I've been in a phase where I'm like watching those like 3+ hour long video essays. So like
that break down things. Yeah. I like to know how it works because it creatively energizes me to work on my own thing. You know.
I have to like ration those out because I can only take one of those like once a month.
I get that.
It's such a big commitment.
Yeah.
And I actually just did my unintentionally. I did my one for this month where earlier today I got home from shooting a video and I was just really tired. I just wanted to sit down and watch something for a while. So I just put on a video I've been putting off for almost a year, which is Hugbee's hour-long video on the Vault. And that was really good.
Oh, I haven't watched a Hugbee's video in a while.
Oh, man. Hugbee's has gotten so good recently because he's finally broken away, like in the last 6 months, has broken away from the How It's Actually Made series and is just doing like all kinds of crazy original shit with no real theme. He's just doing videos about things he finds interesting, and it's like been some of his most entertaining, robust content in ever.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll definitely check him out then, because I just haven't watched his stuff in a while for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't mind saying at this point, his current like attitude and persona in his videos was a partial inspiration for like the new direction I took my channel in this year.
Okay. I mean, there's no harm in like taking inspiration from stuff. Like, I mean, that's what creators do. We're an amalgamation of our favorite other creators and just go from there.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to describe my channel right now, it's like it's one part Hugbees, it's one part Tom Scott, it's one part Endless Jess, and it's one part I guess, God, who's a Toku tuber I like and respect?
Me.
Yeah, it's one part Buster Corp.
Yeah, because I've been thinking a lot of like, man, I've been trying to like network with other Toku YouTubers just because the ones I find cool. I realized, man, a lot of them...
They're all shitheads, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't got the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
They do too much clickbait, they have misinformation in their videos, they just don't have good points to begin with.
Or they're fear-mongering.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about him enough on the channel, and he's probably never going to come on. I was watching Lightning Storm 200 today, and there's a moment where Josh just straight up says, like, oh, there's only 3 figures in the next wave. Maybe the line's getting close to ending or something. And I'm like, where the f*** get saying that? You have literally no information that could mean that.
And I'm trying to look at more comment writer YouTube. Man, it's really discouraging when, because I'm going to keep this vague because I don't want to like piss them off because I'm pretty sure they're a fine fellow, but just I don't like the video they made. Someone made a 1971 video with a more clickbaity thumbnail, and it's gotten more views than my 1971 video. Even though that 1971 video
you got Boingo Ridered?
Yeah, but like by like a nicher fella than Mother's Basement.
Jesus fucking Christ. We are pathetic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm being petty shit. Anyway, I
have been petty for fucking years over that Mother's Basement shit. You can be petty over this.
Oh, I'm actually gonna punch Mother's Basement in the face if I ever see him in person.
Well, he's a fine fella, I think. You know, I'm glad his I
have always thought he was a bit of a shithead and a dweeb.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of is, but like I do like the recent stance he's taking against anti-AI art.
Well, here's the thing. That's not a big stance to do. Here's a big reason why Mother's Basement seems a little bit like a dweeb. He just for a while there, he just paraded his girlfriends like, look, I'm not a loser, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend with a Patreon that is literally just, I will make custom nudes for you.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
No shame in sex work, but like when he's acting like it's the greatest thing ever that he has a girlfriend, and it's just like, it's like, dude, you don't know. It's more a problem with him than it is her. I'm sure she's a nice lady, probably, maybe, I don't know. I've never actually even seen her. I've just read about her.
Let's talk about two good, because there's 2 good YouTube videos that I want to talk about that like I watched recently.
All right, the first one is Hughie's lore video.
You know that's the third one.
Well, we're talking about it first. Hughie, what the fuck is a Doulahan? I've been waiting all night to ask you that.
So from I did lore research prior to making my VTuber. So basically, a Doulahan is kind of, I mean, at least in some depictions of it, it's basically like the Grim Reaper of sorts. They collect souls, and they are more commonly depicted riding a horse with their head on their hip and all that stuff. And
oh, that's why you're headless.
So you're literally just the headless horseman.
Yeah, it's essentially
because it's an Irish myth.
Yeah, and just kind of like the headless horseman is probably like the most popular depiction of it, but like they're not always.
Oh, you're Irish? How was your St. Patrick's Day?
It was actually pretty good, and I actually am part Irish, so
I am too, and I fucking hate St. Patrick's Day, so I love just slagging it off whenever I can.
Oh yeah,
I literally called it the most forgettable Western holiday. Like,
it is, and that's part of why I hate it. I feel like it normalized being Irish way too much. It made it more like a fun. Well,
here's
it made it like a fun excuse to drink for every white person.
Well, I mean, everyone has an excuse to drink.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that's all it is. It's this fucking special day where you can drink, even though you could literally drink any day. Yeah. And it just makes me look at all the fucking people celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and like it's the one time a year where I feel slightly justified in saying something along the lines of "My culture isn't your costume."
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The reason why Americans celebrate it in the way we do is partially
because of the Disney Channel original movie Luck of the Irish.
Yes,
sir,
yes, that's exactly it.
I am actually trying.
I know. I had that joke. Okay, good.
Go ahead.
The reason why Americans celebrate it the way we do is partially due to the fact that many Irish Americans were trying to normalize themselves and basically go like, "Hey, could you stop treating us like shit?"
Yeah, I know that's why it is, and I'm like, we went too far with it, fellas.
Same thing with Christopher Columbus. It's like all the Italian Americans were like, yo, Italian, he was a big part of American history. It's like, and it just went a little too far.
I think we went too far.
So what we need to do is we need to find an equivalent of Indigenous Peoples Day that we can start saying St. Patrick's Day should actually be.
Alcoholism Day.
At this point in time, just due to the decades upon fucking logic things that have happened, it's almost damn near impossible to like reclaim any kind of like cultural identity distinct from the hegemony of the things that they're selling us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially for someone like me, where I'm like, I'm pretty sure my third great grandparents are the ones that immigrated, so like I have no actual experience with Irish culture or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
The closest I have is the Disney Channel original movie, Luck of the Irish.
There you go, exactly.
And the Magical Legend of the Leprechauns. I watched that miniseries a couple times as a kid.
I mean, hey, if you're talking about Doolahans and Irish myth, there's Doo-da-da-da.
Oh, that's a good anime.
Yeah, I need to get back on the manga.
I mean, Celtie's Irish and she's a Doolahan.
Yeah.
You know, I used to think that and Toradora were the same show for a while.
Bro, this guy.
No, Doo-da-da-da is related to fucking not Bakuman. Bakuno.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
They do have the similar vibe, so
same author.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Of the light novel, same author.
I don't know. Hughie, do you have any experience with Irish culture, or are you just like me where you're like, I'm part Irish?
I'm just part Irish. I think I like with you, I probably have like some great grandparents that immigrated, and that's about it.
And for me, it's just I just use it as a joke because I'm Irish on my mom's side, Scottish on my dad's side. So I just introduce myself to people, and if they ask me like what my race or anything like that is, I just go like, I am the whitest kind of person you can make. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, I know that my grandfather's grandfather's the one that immigrated, and that's where a lot of the Irish stuff comes from for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the theory, we don't know for certain, is that because that side of the family's last name is Hare.
Sorry, I found a funny comic panel. You continue.
That when he came stateside, they Americanized his name by taking the O out.
Well, Cody, since you're echoing, what's your ethnicity?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm echoing this for.
I don't know.
Is it better? White. I don't know, the Germanic and other bullshit, European.
Yeah, we could go on a long tangent about this, but that's the big problem with white and contemporary America is
we're just amalgamations.
I think we can all just safely say we were part of the British Empire at some point.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, what I was about to say is, people of European descent got basically like convinced and like, how to put it, they were convinced that if they gave up what made them their culturally unique, like all that kind of stuff, that they would be welcome into the greater white hegemony and be able to be like able to take advantage of white privilege and white supremacy and all that kind of stuff. But for most of the white people that did that, they were too poor to actually take advantage of anything. So basically, they just got taken advantage and
they just got screwed out of their heritage.
Yeah. And now it's just like white supremacy is a thing and like it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Now there's like a distinct kind of just I am general all-purpose American man rather than like I'm an American person who descends from this.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think that's why it's getting harder and harder to fight white supremacy, because they can use that. It's just like, oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter where your grandparents came from. You're white. That means you're better than them. Instead of just going like them saying like, oh, you're white. That means you're better. I'm not white. I'm blank. I'm Irish. I'm Polish. I'm German. I'm French. You know.
And even then, I would just defeat that logic with like, well, if I'm white and you can just ascribe so many ethnicities to being white, then that just makes us like we're the commons. They're the ultra rares.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Why are you treating white people like a gotcha game?
I mean, a lot of people do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just get ground up into gems and then repurpose into better.
Yeah, also, I posted the comic panel I was laughing at earlier in the chat.
That's Bruce Wayne crying in the club.
Oh, it looks so sad.
That's a typical night of cover work for Bruce Wayne right there.
Yeah. I had to sleep with hot women, god damn it.
And not the hot woman I want to sleep with.
Exactly. Sleep with one that's a criminal.
Bruce gets home from banging like 10 chicks. Cillian's like, hey, honey, how was your night? Terrible.
Can we cuddle? Yes, of course we can.
Can we go punch criminals? Sure, I guess if there's time.
I need to get back to Family Adventures, the Wayne Family Adventures, because
that's a good book.
Yeah, I'm glad it's getting a print release.
Yeah, it's getting printed.
I hope it's literally just like a roll, and you read it like you're unrolling a fruit roll up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like just like I wanted back to those like all the way like I forgot how long ago I mentioned this, but like those cool YouTube videos I mentioned. Also funny Jabba the Hutt panel. Like Cody, he posted the panel of Jabba the Hutt saying,
"What are you talking about? That's a selfie of Cody. That's a selfie of Cody.
It's actual YouTuber Cody Lee Burke.
Yeah, Snow Code 83. Yeah, but like the two videos I was mentioning earlier was one by the completionist, where he basically went out of his way to preserve every 3DS and Wii U game. It was an expensive thing, but he's actually donating it to like a video game preservation hub, so that's pretty based.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then another one was a fan pilot. I've been tweeting about it, like because I really like it. Transformers Combaticons, and I really liked it.
I've seen that going around. Haven't had time to check it out yet.
It's 20 minutes. I will say it's very like because the creator likes Transformers animated. It does lean into that tone. So like expect like an episode of Transformers Animated focuses on characters not from Transformers Animated, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But I really like, and apparently like I didn't know one of my mutuals voice acted it. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, as like Swindle. So that's like really cool, and like Swindle plays a big part in it. So that's really like that was like whoa, that was you. I was like
Well, I guess as long as we're plugging stuff that our mutuals have been doing. Hey, that YouTube thing I was saying my toy store was going to do last week happened, and it was okay. I think it's a little over-edited at times, but it is okay, and I'd recommend people check it out if they just like reality TV centered around toy stores that's not explicitly about how much is this thing worth, how much can I get for it.
I just want to know, are we making rent?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's more about the relationship between Ryan, the store owner, and the guy who's selling to him in that episode, it seems.
The relationship between customer and the company.
Yeah. It's a guy who's been coming in for years.
Yeah.
Coming in 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
But has he been coming for Gears, like Gears of War?
I don't know.
Or how about Gear?
Yeah!
Buster Ascended.
Yeah, it's just who faded away there.
I love Guilty Gear, man. It's
you mentioned Guilty Gear, and Buster just goes into Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, I legit have been playing Exert and Strive, and it's just, man, I suck at them, but they're so fun. And actually, like, I'm starting to get, like, competent at Exert, and I like pulling off insta-kills, and that's really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like X's like way more user friendly than I initially thought. Like people treat it as like, yeah, it's a bit more complicated than Strive, but there's still like a lot of like tools that if you like take the time to look at them, it's like, oh yeah, I could pull that off. I'm glad Xer got rollback so I can play with people online like easier.
Yeah. I was surprised Smash Brothers worked as well as it did when we were playing, Hughie.
Oh yeah, it worked very smoothly. Like I think ever since like Nintendo like started charging money for their online service, it actually made it significantly better. It still gets issues, but it's significantly better than what it used to be.
Hit and miss for me. It's hit and miss. Like it's not as steady as like rollback, but it works.
Yeah.
I think it may have just also just been it was 4 of us playing consistently.
Yeah. Like no one had a shitty internet. You knew your internet capabilities, so you
Yeah. I think it's also like host oriented too on Smash when you're doing the arena things.
Yeah.
So like dedicated server type of stuff, I think that's what you call it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Which speaking of, I was thinking about this today. I think you're the person, like at least in the Vpals, that I've collabed with the most.
Nice.
Like because we did the Mists playthrough together.
Yeah.
You, me, and Eddie played through Halo Reach. Of course, did a bunch of big Vpal collabs together, and I think there was something else too. Oh, that's right. We did the
Beep Boingo bashes.
Yeah, I've been on 2 Beep Boingo bashes, and we also did that thing with you, me, and Pam, where we tried to figure out what fictional characters would have OnlyFans accounts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that stream.
So we've done a lot of stuff together over the course of the last like year and a half.
Yeah,
well, you two kind of got similar themes. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, we went
Just
from Leshy, who hasn't gotten a solo collab, to Hughie, who's gotten all the solo collabs.
Yeah.
We also debuted at right around the same time.
Yeah, like you debuted like a month before me or something like that.
I don't even think it was a month. I think it may have been like 3 weeks. Because we were both in Hatch's chat.
Yeah.
And just going like, I'm thinking of trying this. And Hatch was just like, do it. And that's when Hatch became Grand Pibbling General.
Oh, yeah. Inspired like half a dozen VTubers at least.
Hachiko is your favorite VTuber's favorite VTuber from what I'm getting at.
That's a good way to put it. They are apparent to many.
But Pibbling to most.
Has anybody done fan art of Hatch with just like all of you guys on tiny little leashes?
Not yet. I am an artist, so I could do that.
Meme?
You are
like everyone's chibi.
I can do that. I have the power.
Yeah.
See, I would be such a menace if I could like draw and like have just memes just come out of my fingertips.
I mean, it's never too late to start. That's all I'll say. Like you could just like traditional like pencil paper. Like I encourage the hell out of it. So
now I just want somebody to do like a fan edit of the scene from episode 6 with the Emperor shocking Luke, but it's Boingo shocking Buster, and instead of lightning, it's just Wojax.
No, I hate Wojax.
Exactly.
I don't even like Wojax.
Really? I thought you did.
Yo.
What in the world is Wojax?
It's like the Chad
those cringe
meme.
images, like where it's like the guy's crying and like some people use it to like mock disabled people. Sometimes it's not great.
It's like a modern attempt at like a Rage comic, but they're shit.
Oh, those. Okay, yeah.
I mean, Rage comics are always shit. So.
Yeah.
See, I was big into Rage comics back in the day.
Those.
Of course you were. You recommended me one.
I mean, my life is a Rage comic, so.
My life is like a Rage comic.
Number 15.
No, what is this podcast, man?
I don't even know.
Lordy.
There's been no unifying theme. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode.
Hughie gonna Doulahan your ass.
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
No. I do like DuckTales. So.
Yeah.
I could call it that because I gotta at Hughie with his YouTube name, which is not Huey Doulahan.
Well, actually, just changed it.
You just changed it today.
Yeah, I was like,
you realized I was gonna do that.
Yeah. So it is now Huey Doulahan. I can link it to you if that would help.
Let me see if I search it if it comes up now. Yes, it does. Or wait, is that? Yeah, that is you. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I should change because like I don't really use the Kelvin identity anymore, really.
Yeah.
So like I was just like, I'll just go full Huey Doulahan and like I re-uploaded my origin video and all that. So
because I found a Kelvin channel that had the origin video.
Yeah, that was what was going to be my original YouTube channel. I was like, screw it, I'll just do this instead. Plus, it's the one where I have my like what you call it, the YouTube Red or whatever it's called. I have like a family plan, so
premium.
Yeah, premium. That's it.
Well, hopefully you can start getting some VODs up there, because that would be very swish. I really appreciate it when streamers upload their VODs to YouTube. That's always a great thing.
I really should do that. I just forget to download them, so it's like I would have like a lot of unfinished stuff. So I might just like wait till I start a new game and then start download the VODs and do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally just start doing that with your next stream, going like, okay, this is the first stream on YouTube. Hi, everybody. The regular audience knows.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, because that would definitely help me get more reach.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for subscribing.
I've been kind of watching more VTubers outside of Boingo's circle recently.
Doing a lot of fun. You find one that like clicks with you.
Yeah, like I mean, like they're mostly like edited clips, but like I do like or just VODs from like, because the two I'm thinking about right now are like Takahata, which that's the big one. That's a big guy. I've been listening to
on campus.
Yeah, and the other one, it's like he mostly makes edited videos, but he still does streams. I need to find it. Power Guy. He's been playing through all the Mega Man games.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he has like this really insane lore. And it's like that actually ties into the videos, and it's like this is just, and they're actually like really fun and charming videos. Like his lore is like whoa, it's pretty like cheesy, but it's very fun.
Oh, I love his design.
Yeah, it's very much inspired by Battle Network.
Yeah, it gave me that kind of vibe to it. Yeah, I'll definitely check him out.
Yeah, he mostly has like he calls them edited playthroughs, but they're kind of like comedic reviews. I'd say. Currently he's going through the Game Boy Mega Man games, but he went through the first 6. Yeah,
I'll check this out because this looks pretty easily bingeable.
Yeah, he's relatively new, but like some like YouTuber I follow retweeted him saying, "Whoa, this guy's good editing." And I'm like, "Oh, check him out," and I'm like, "Man, this guy's good." I could see him going places,
He's also like already gone places. He has more subs than any of us.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but like play even further places than like. Yeah, but basically, VTubers are good if you know where to look, like comic books.
Yeah. I just have trouble getting into streams. I've talked about this on multiple modular podcasts, but like streams are like a big pain in the ass for me because getting the time to go hang out at one is very hard with my schedule these days. And because of my OCD, I can't just put one on in the background. Because it's a live thing, I feel like I have to pay attention and participate in the chat as often as possible. So
yeah, that gives me anxiety too.
Oh, for sure. It's like, at least coming from I'm sure Boingo can attest to this too, but coming from like a VTuber's perspective, like obviously we understand like it's hard to like stay active in chat, especially if like you're doing other stuff or like just the content you're watching doesn't interest you enough to comment on it frequently. So like, and a lot of VTubers will have just like a little alert command. So it's like, oh, hey, I'll still be watching, just like not commenting, which is still like kind of like a good, it tickles the brain nicely. It's like, okay, we know that someone's watching, even if they aren't saying something.
Yeah, I usually like watching, like if I'm gonna put a stream on in the background, it has to be like a bigger event stream.
Yeah,
Like sometimes I usually my favorite stream.
You watch a lot of Twitch plays Pokemon, huh?
No. That'd be like commentary. I usually I would like just rewatch if I want to watch a stream. Sometimes I'll just go to like Alpharad's like VODs and just like, okay, what event did he recently do? Okay, he did a Google slideshow. Okay, let's put that on. And I've actually rewatched that like 3 times already because it's super fun.
I mean, I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I have been getting really into the VODs that toy tubers have these days of like, here's just an hour, 2-hour stream of me just opening toys I recently bought that I'm gonna make actual pre-recorded edited videos for, but it's just, here's the experience of me first getting them and hanging out and talking about them with you, and that led to me going like, all right, I guess I'll finally figure out solo streaming so I can do that because that looks fun.
Yeah, and like gamers also do that for like they're like if they're gonna review a game, they're gonna like play through like get the footage they need on stream, and then they'll like go write the script. Like the guy just Power Guy, he does that. So.
Okay, definitely, it's always good too, like as a creator to like kind of see what other people do and just kind of get ideas from that.
Yeah,
it's like do that because I do want to make more like edited content, not just having VODs. Like obviously, like my origin video is like something I put a lot of time and effort to, and I definitely want to do more stuff like that in the future.
Yeah. Do you have any like big plans for your lore, or is it just kind of I'm just winging it and seeing what comes to me?
Well, actually, I've been kind of bouncing some ideas off with a couple of friends on because I'm planning on eventually getting a fully rigged model, not just like a bouncy 2D image. So like I definitely plan on like reworking the lore and like leaning more into like the dark Doulahan-esque vibes of it. It'll still be like a generally cheerful design, but I definitely want to have it be a bit more scrungly, if that makes sense.
Edgy?
A bit. Yeah. Not like Shadow the Hedgehog levels, but yeah.
Well, like a cool guy who could get mean and you don't want him to, but he's not mean right now.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
like a Beelzemon.
Beelzemon?
Oh, have you not seen Beelzemon?
I have not. Is it Beelzebub but a Digimon?
I love how it's the first suggested search for me when I look up Digimon.
Bruh.
It's a good Digimon.
Oh yeah, no, he's great. I need a figure of this design.
I think there's a Figure-Eyes.
Oh, there's a couple different figures.
Oh, that's actually really, I do like that design.
I'm pretty sure there's a Figure-Eyes of him.
Basically a fucking Kamen Rider.
That's awesome.
Actually, the Kamen Rider Digimon's Justimon. And that second picture is Beelzemon plus Behemoth. The motorcycle is actually called, and it has a name. It's Behemoth.
Nice.
It's a digital life form, but it is not a Digimon.
Very interesting.
Yep, Beelzemon. Let's see, can I get? I just want.
What do you want?
Oh wait, Justimon's that video game guy who like randomly showed up in Tamers?
I mean, he's related to the guy, yeah.
That's fucking fun.
Is Tamers as good as everyone says?
Yes.
Tamers is goated.
I've heard nothing but good things. I never watched it, but
Tamers has been my favorite Digimon since I was a wee lad.
Have you watched Savers/Data Squad?
I watched the first couple episodes of it as a kid and didn't really care for it.
Okay, I think you'll like the sub of Savers. I think
that's just
probably.
Oh, that's a very Kamen Rider-esque looking.
Yeah, I mean, you got the scarf, so.
The scarf. Yeah, the scarf is.
His scarf is like bigger than the Fourth Doctor's fucking scarf.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Kamen Rider, I am so tired of everyone on Twitter freaking be like, "Oh, look at the spoiler for Shin Kamen Rider." No.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the first thing I saw when I opened Twitter on Friday, and that was the
first thing I saw when I opened Discord because the freaking image didn't spoiler, and I had to tell someone, "Hey, please spoiler it," and I'm like, "They did." They didn't mean it maliciously, but like,
where's that Western release at, Toei?
Yeah, get to cooking.
And
if I don't see anything about a Western release by the end of May, I'm going to be very upset.
And that's the Figure-Eyes of Beelzemon.
Oh, that's awesome looking.
Comes with his shotguns and everything.
Like, the figure looks great. For some reason, the head looks photoshopped on. Because it contrasts with the rest of the body so much, it almost looks like it just...
I think it's like a different type of plastic.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's got a different shine to it, if that makes sense. Like it's rendered differently somehow. But it looks good overall.
You want to see a clip from Back in the Barnyard?
What the fuck?
Oh, that
feels like such an ominous fucking phrase.
Back in the barnyard.
Why does
Mr. Boombastic
thumbnail look like an ad for a fucking casino game on Facebook?
You're right. What was that? Leprechaun. What the fuck?
And someone literally retweeted that with Guilty Gear music be like,
why the fuck does that exist?
Why doesn't it?
Apparently, like, was it Kevin James that played the cow? The technically transgender cow? Because male cows aren't supposed to have udders. Yeah.
The trans icon we all needed.
Yeah.
You know the real reason they did that, right? Because the creator of the show basically the creator of the movie was like, a lot of these city kids don't know their fucking face from the ass when it comes to cows. So if we don't put an udder on it, they won't understand it's a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I didn't really think about it, so it definitely worked on me.
You just look at it and you go like, yeah,
was that like a similar deal to Jimmy Neutron, where it was a movie that was meant to launch a show, or was it just a movie that got successful and Nickelodeon made a show?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the origins of that. I feel like it probably was just like
it did start as a movie. I do know.
Yeah.
Where's our 10-hour video essay on Back at the Barnyard? Come on.
All right, let's look it up.
All right. It's probably like there's one on Jimmy Neutron. I'm pretty sure Back at the Barnyard's next.
There is one on Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, by a guy called I forgot his name.
That's his name.
Jordan something or other. He does kind of Billiam style videos or like old Billiam style videos, but sometimes he just decides I'm gonna do an hour long.
Jordan Fringe.
Fringe. Yeah.
Okay,
because there's like I was trying to Google Jordan. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a couple other terrible Jordans on YouTube. Never mind.
This guy, he did a Code Lyoko video that made me mad.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. Like that's what like he does. Like he sometimes like puts effort, but also sometimes he'll just be like, "Hey, look at this thing" for like 10 minutes. That I don't really care about, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta point at a thing, and go look at it.
Yeah, he did do a really good SpongeBob video that had Scott the Woz inexplicably, and actually, like you hear Scott talk about SpongeBob, which is like, is this the prophecy?
I mean, if you can pull Scott the Woz, why wouldn't you pull Scott the Woz?
Yeah.
Scott's a 2000s kid. How would he not know about SpongeBob?
No, it's weird to see him talk about it because
he's talked about SpongeBob games.
Yeah, but it's weird to see him talk about like the show. It's weird to see Tim talking about things outside of a gaming context.
That's like us saying like, "Yo, you never talk about blank. Why? It's weird when you talk about blank."
Exactly.
It's weird when Vac talks about video games.
It is.
It's weird when Vac talks about women that don't have blonde hair.
It is.
It's not. It's not. Buster. I want you to look at your hand. It is not outlined. You're not in a cartoon. We change clothes every single day. We're not running around in the same t-shirt every single day.
This feels like a copy pasta to making. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Should I own more than one pair of pants?
Do they smell? Do they smell funky?
I think he's sniffing them right now.
They're not too bad. They're not exactly like minty, but like they don't.
Okay, then go change them.
Now I'm curious.
Smell your pants, everybody.
All right, Blanco, your turn. Smell your pants.
Fresh.
You just put those on?
For the gag, yes.
Bless you.
That is the fourth.
The titular Boingo Rider burp. Also, I'm gonna put some fan art in chat to make Vac go simpy.
Blonde women.
Yeah,
that's the pretty princess in the new Super Sentai show that I thought Elmo would enjoy.
Oh, she would love her. Wow.
I've heard the episode was good, and that's all I need to know before watching it.
Whoa. Okay.
The voice.
The voice is creeping me out, man. You know?
Hey, it could be worse.
The princess.
Hey, I'm getting this focus episode this week. I got official art of Supergirl in a bikini this week. I'm eating good.
No, you're not.
What is that? Just a clown car?
Yeah, it's a clown car from Disney's Cars.
Whoa!
I love it.
That feels like discrimination just by being born.
Cody has to mention Cars, Disney's Cars, like once an episode now.
Yeah, and then everyone will be in the comments will be like, well, actually, Cars is shit. It is a shitty movie, but no, it's fine, fellas. Just let people enjoy their Disney's Cars.
It's not my thing, but I know Cody loves it.
Yeah, let Cody love Disney's Cars.
Put it on, so then whatever.
I'm just making someone who doesn't exist at the start.
No one can stop me from doing the things I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, where do you even get off with that, Buster? Nobody comments on modular components.
Yeah. Comment on
Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. Like
please.
leaving a comment.
Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Ring the bell in order to enable notifications. Engage with the algorithm.
Vac, apparently the same guy who wrote Kamen Rider Double, Riku Sanja, worked on Geist.
What the fuck is Geist?
MD Geist?
MD Geist, yeah. The
fucking MD Geist?
Yeah.
What?
MD Geist is a fucking edgy ass shit 90s anime.
Oh, I thought it was the GameCube game. Okay.
No, okay, Geist is a GameCube game. MD Geist is a shitty.
It was like in the Angel Cop era of anime OVAs.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? This looks great. I'm gonna watch this.
Wait, what is it?
This is MD Geist.
Oh,
this is amazing.
Oh,
that looks like football.
This looks like the kind of shit that fucking Sage would say is shit, and I would be like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh, Sage did say it was shit.
Yeah, so it's probably the greatest thing ever. Oh my god, look at this! This is amazing.
Oh, beautiful!
Whoa!
Let's fucking go, boys!
90s right there.
Peak anime in the 90s.
This is like some mad bullshit. Oh man, I'm excited to watch this.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, no, we are talking about the same dude. He did MD Geist and Kamen Rider Double.
A true scholar and a gentleman of our time.
That just feels like a old Mobile Suit laser blast scene.
Yeah, it does kind of have a Gundam-y look to it.
It looks like the main guy has an armor that's very fucking Gundam-esque.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good.
That shoe is just the freaking American football Gundam shit.
When's a football Gundam anime coming out?
Okay, guys.
Gundam, so that I guess that.
I don't know who this character is, but he's immediately my favorite character because
he looks like Albert Wesker from Resident Evil.
Guys, this man who did MD Geist and Kamen Rider Double also did Digimon Fusion.
Oh yeah, he helped with Digimon Fusion because apparently Fusion had way too many writers or something.
No, apparently, looking at his selected works, if it's bold, is series head writer denoted by bold.
Yeah,
Digimon Fusion, he was bolded. He was the series head writer.
Whoa, okay.
What's this guy's name again?
Riku Sanjo.
Okay, yeah. This is no longer the Hughie cast. This is the Riku Sanjo fan cast.
No, let's do it.
Tim's gonna hate us. Tim hates Riku Sanjo.
Come at me, Tim.
He also did. Oh, he actually is. Is he writing Futo PI? He's writing Futo PI.
Yeah, the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's been writing the manga like every month.
He's actually in my house right now. He's breaking into my house and showing up right now.
He's gonna give you the new DVDs that Shout Factory will be announcing for Kamen Rider Double finally.
I hope.
Kamen Rider Double.
Actually, Riku Sanjo did appear in the Double V cinema. I need to find the picture. It's a really funny picture.
Really?
Yeah, he appeared in the Eternal one.
God, who was he?
You're gonna laugh, but like I need to find the perfect image because I was gonna send you the image on Twit, but I couldn't find the perfect.
I almost fell asleep like 5 times during that movie, so there's a very good possibility that I missed it.
Okay, I can't find a good picture. I'll just send. This is the best I can find of his character in that movie.
What the fuck? He was that guy?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that guy.
Because there's a perfect frame with him, but I can't find it. It's like where he like is on the floor and the Gaia memory's broken.
Yeah, because he's one of the Dopons.
Yeah.
One of Eternal's dancing Dopon buddies.
Are we just saying words right now, Hughie? That you just like everything's just going over
feel like
your head?
every time we mention
it.
I feel like
I know that Kamen Rider is a thing.
Yeah.
This is the second time we've mentioned Kamen Rider in the row in like the second week in a VTuber guest episode.
That's the secret bonus mission of the Vpal's modular merger arc is getting all the Vpals into Kamen Rider.
It's definitely like watching because I've been watching Boingo's videos on the new series, so it's definitely got me like, oh, I really kind of want to get into this, but it's like I'm already committed to so many things already, so it's like, but it's definitely getting me inching closer to getting into that kind of stuff.
It's only 22 minutes a week and like thousands of dollars on stupid premium Bandai toys.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Not much of an investment, really.
Yeah.
I mean, how much is the belt going for in America?
Cody, this is the worst thing you've ever posted. No.
The world, no.
No, I'm going to ban you.
Cody, you know damn well.
No.
You know damn well the only sticker he would have is Raise Hail, Praise Dale.
Oh my god.
That is an incomprehensible mess right now.
Yeah, it's just noises right now. It's wonderful.
Cody posted a meme. I might just link it in the description. Cody posted a meme of just like Mater with all the most like horrible southern fucking bumper stickers possible.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. The listeners just like, why did Vax suddenly just lose it out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's part of the charm of the show. We just kind of do a bunch of in jokes, and we expect the audience to understand.
Yeah. like the thing about the show is like I've given up pretense of this being like a professional flagship show. It's the show where there is no straight topic. It's us hanging out and chatting as if it were just a normal night on Discord. Which is why I've only asked you like 4 questions this whole interview.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is one more than Leshy got, so you know there's that.
Hey,
what happened after I left the Leshy cast?
We just
you didn't listen to it. You don't watch the product.
I watched it, but then I got busy. I was reading Paper Girls and Why the Last Man that day. I was doing some other stuff. I don't know.
Hey, how'd you like Paper Girls?
I've only read the first volume. It's good.
Did you start reading it because you were like, has Brian K. Vaughan written anything good?
Yeah. And also, I saw it. I saw it at the local, at the school, the college library, and I'm like, he wrote this, so it's like.
He also wrote Saga, and like, I don't want to get too far into it. I don't want to spoil any local fanboys, but like, there's things in this that I've noticed. Like, there's issues of Saga that are like direct apologies for things in Why the Last Man.
Oh, thank God. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a fine writer. There's like writers I like that have done cringe shit. I mean, I like Kyle Higgins' books, but God, he did like an abortion issue or some weird Batgirl, Batman, Bruce Timm agenda comic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, before Power Rangers. So.
I mean, after Power Rangers, he's been banging. He created a whole independent universe of shit. He had a great Winter Soldier miniseries.
Yeah, like he's up and up. I'm glad for him. The
Ultraman comics. People and creatives can grow and change over time and get better.
The only time they don't is when they actively choose not to.
Hi, Frank Miller.
Which is hey, Frank Miller's made some apologies for stuff.
Yeah, and also in his heyday, he did grow and change until he just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
And he's trying to claw his way back up before he dies. Gina Carano, on the other hand, she can go fuck herself.
But, I find it hilarious that she made a movie with fucking Ben Shapiro, all of his audience was just like, "This is still too woke," and it's just like,
"Was that a thing? That's amazing."
What?
Gina Carano was the shithead who got fired from Mandalorian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't realize Ben Shapiro was involved in that.
No, Ben Shapiro came in afterwards and said like, "Hey, let's make a movie." And she was like, "All right, cool." So they made the movie, and his audience was like, "This is too woke," and it's just like,
what?
It's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Okay, apparently details for the Don Brothers final stage show drop.
Don't fucking talk about Don Brothers here.
Okay, fine. I'll leave my
If Hughie only kind of knows about Kamen Rider, this man is not ready for Don Brothers and Sam.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put him on. I'll put on the back burner.
Hey Hughie, good job on improving and changing as an artist by finally updating your YouTube and saying you're going to upload your VODs there.
Oh yeah, it's a start.
Speaking of improving as an artist, you want to talk about tits, Hughie?
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. It's time. Let's talk about Hughie's NSFW.
Yeah. So Boingo brought this up before we podcast went live. So I'm also like I make a lot of art, but also on occasion I'll make some NSFW art or not safe for work art for those who don't know the terminology, which basically means porn. So it's mostly Yuri art of my OCs, either for my webcomic or of my other project that I've hardly done any work on. And it's just like mostly girl on girl stuff.
I mean,
if you want to throw it up on screen, go ahead and get demonetized.
Well,
I mean, you've done some hetero stuff featuring like the main character of your webcomic.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I've done some hetero pieces as well. But
you could always tell people where they could find this.
Yeah, you can find it on what the fuck is the name of my not safe for work Twitter. It's because I only go on there just to upload. It's Kelvin After Dark on Twitter. If you want to look at like the 12 NSFW drawings I've done. But yeah, and if you want me to draw your character, I have a commissions open.
Whoa!
Yeah, we've gotten better at drawing boobs, so there's that.
Nice.
It's always good to improve at the boob drawing.
Oh yeah.
Here's my not safe for work contribution.
That's just a frog, bro.
Good frog.
The man frog.
I mean, I was just gonna fucking the recent one you just did of the gender bend.
Hughie. Oh yeah, my Haley Doulahan, which is my gender bent version of me, which is just me with boobs and mildly more horny.
Nice.
Yeah, you can actually find that on my main profile, just on Twitter. Just
hey, it's Kelvin.
On Hughie Doulahan.
Ah.
Yeah. Where did that go? You can probably just go through media and find it there pretty quick. Yeah, boobs. You having fun there, Buster?
Nah, I'm just trying to look for something to talk about. Even outside of this, I just don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Just gonna control right click.
This guy. Okay, what happened? Because the Leshy episode just got 200 views.
What?
I mean, probably Leshy was just sharing it to their communities.
Yeah.
Just like Hughie definitely is going to, and then people will be like, "What the fuck? Hughie barely talks in this."
There was more talk about Young Justice than Hughie.
Well, speaking of Young Justice,
special guest Greg Wiseman.
I mean, we did talk about Gargoyles as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm like I said even beforehand, I'm just a generally quiet person for the most part in a group setting. So,
like, this show is basically just wrestling the podcast.
Yeah.
Not like in the terms of like wrestling the topic, more like we wrestle each other.
Yeah.
That's
a fun vibe. That's a good vibe.
Sometimes we get sweaty and slap each other's meat.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not the meat. Maybe like a bit up.
Slap meat. Slap meat.
Slap
meat. Slap meat. Slap meat. I'm gonna slap my thigh right now.
I'll slap you with this baseball bat I found at Barnes and Nobles.
What? Why was there a baseball bat at Barnes and Noble?
Why was there soup at the soup store?
Oh.
You know there is a clothing store called Soup.
Oh, shut up.
Is that what that joke is? Was that like a reference to an actual store, or were they just being stupid?
I think they were just being stupid, but there just also happens to be a clothing store called Soup.
Soup.
Good soup.
The best meme known to man.
It was okay. Whoa.
What was that?
I blew wind through a bottle. Have you never heard that before?
No, I've heard that before. It's just shocking.
Yeah, I just didn't expect it.
Boingo's doing his blowjob training.
Whoa.
There we go. Getting ready for the NSFW art. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which I
could
doesn't
even have lips on his VTuber model.
I could be creative with it.
You can get like a special attachment.
Yeah.
Well, just. Oh god, that's terrible.
That is like a power I have, where it's like I could, at any point in time, I could just like draw one of my friend's Sonas in Rule 34. It's just like that will be a thing now.
Yep.
You draw Boingo going down on you, but because Boingo doesn't have lips on his model, he's just like duct taped a fleshlight to his face.
That works. Dick.
Oh my god, Buster, you posting that image reminds me that like there was this one time where back when I worked at warehousing, like at the end of a shift, me and a bunch of the guys who worked in the warehouse were just fucking around in the office talking, and there was one moment where we were all doing voices. I can't remember how we got into doing voices during this conversation, but it went to me, and I just went, "Fuck is gone," and everybody just died laughing. It was the stupidest thing ever.
Look, all I did was post an official screen cap, non-edited screen cap of Sesame Street of Elmo staring up at the word dick. Okay.
Yeah. It made me remember me saying that Elmo wants you to suck his cock.
Oh,
Good job.
So what, are you a Sesame Street fan or something?
No, not really.
I mean, you're a Sesame Street fan at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it came free with your American citizenship card.
Yeah.
It's like being a Scooby-Doo fan.
On the citizenship test. Name one Sesame Street character.
Grover.
I was a Cookie Monster man myself.
Yeah, Cookie Monster was also good.
R.I.P. HasLab Cookie Monster.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
You know what? I think it was Snuffleupagus.
Well, Grover got the Riz.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I want a friggin' Super Grover figure.
They just need to make like a Super Grover movie. They need to make it our Sesame Street movie.
Oh,
that's just
hell
money
yeah,
left on the
that would be
table.
awesome. Like they cash in on current superheroes. They do like a Teen Titans Go to the Movies, but with Sesame Street characters.
That'd be fun.
Like, I mean, I knew even just like a Sesame Street movie is just money left on the table at this point, you know?
Yeah.
I think the big thing is Sesame Street doesn't want to make a profit. They don't want to like they make merch, but they aren't trying to be like a big multi-million-dollar.
Boygo, did you hear the news about the crypto shit that they're trying to do?
Oh god, they're trying to do crypto shit.
Yeah, they did.
What do we tell them?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Like, but even so, like, I feel like you could still educate kids by like in the theater. You know? It's no different than like going to.
Here's the thing:
on television.
Was it like actually the Sesame Street company?
Yes.
Buster. Was it actually the people who make Sesame Street, or was it the holding company that holds the IP for holding Sesame Street?
I think both.
If you think it's going to be both, then let me ask you this.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. I'm sorry, but just
A, you don't know, but also B, which one would it more likely be? The group of artists and puppeteers who like making Sesame Street, or the business executives who own the IP for Sesame Street?
The first one, it sucks either way. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know where I was going with this.
You got to know where to put the stab it.
Yeah.
So you got to know where to put the stab the problem, or else you're just going to start hacking off limbs.
Yeah. I don't know.
Exactly.
Don't be mad at the people doing Elmo and making the show and doing all that. Be mad at the business executives who are taking advantage of the multitude of situations that puts the ownership of Sesame Street in their hands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, corporations are shitty. That's a good way to just narrow that one down.
And generally, they're not.
Yeah.
That's why we're making a co-op, not a corporation.
Forcibly co-op every business.
Mm-hmm.
Walmart should be owned by every single Walmart employee.
I think that would lead to mass hysteria and chaos, but sure.
No, it would lead to, because here's the thing. Imagine all the profits from Walmart being shared amongst their multitude of thousands of employees.
That's true.
Instead of just like one family.
Exactly.
Listen, when you work at Walmart, you're part of that family.
And it's about family, which is what makes it so powerful.
Yay.
Also,
it's another night of modular components recording where I might have to head out early because everyone is want to sleep.
I mean, we have been going for almost 2 hours.
I got at least 2 more in me, I think.
We can
hang out off mic.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and wrap up so Buster doesn't have to leave early and so that Hughie can plug his shit. So, hey, Hughie, you're the guest. Why don't you tell all the amazing people on the internet where they can find you on the internet and why they should find you on the internet?
You can find me over on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. I can't think of any more social medias with a T. All with at Hughie Doulahan. Actually, I think it's and YouTube, but I only just started uploading there. But I'm going to try and start getting my VODs on there. Also at Hughie Doulahan. And why you should follow me is because,
he's sexy.
Yeah, I'm sexy, and I also have a give head option on my Twitch where I just remove my head. So yeah.
Yeah. He also has a very nice, soothing voice with a low cadence. So watching his streams are very meditative.
Thank you.
I feel.
Hughie, redeem Golem.
Oh, that's even this one.
Oh, yes. Jesus. Yeah. Well, most of those links will be down in the video description, as will all of ours. But Buster, where on the internet can people find you?
I am Buster Corp. I do the YouTube videos on youtube.com at Buster Corp.
I can't hear you. Speak up, mate. Have a little bit more soul.
Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do videos on YouTube where I talk about too much shit. I also started a podcast over there called Lakewood Podcast Turbo where we're rewatching OKKO, the hit Cartoon Network show that got canceled too soon. With my buddy Wyatt, It's Only Magic. We're doing some fun shit. Just released a video on Gridman. Have a video on Kamen Rider 1971. We got some fun stuff. A variety of topics happening. Also at Twitter at BusterBully3, at Tumblr at Buster's Corp, and also at Letterboxd at Buster Corpse with an S. Just I have a lot of wacky variations to my username.
Speaking of wacky variations, Cody Snowcone, where can people find you?
Never_robot on instant gramification. That's pretty much the only place I'm trying to be active right now. I do have a Twitter, but I don't really like to post things on it.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
You just at Preternia a whole lot.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Thank you for joining us from Inside a Tin Can. Boingo Writer, where can people find you on the internet?
Hey, hi, I'm the Boingo. I do a lot of content all over the fucking place. YouTube, weekly Kamen Rider Geats reviews, weekly King Oja reviews now too, but those are shorts. Video essays coming semi-regularly. Subscribe there to see them. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Boingo_writer. You can see me yell into the void that is the internet and not be listened. I'm also on Tumblr. Link to that in the description. And follow me on Twitch. I stream somewhat regularly. Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Attempts.
Yeah. And I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube videos where I stand in the middle of fucking nowhere and scream about shit I like or don't like. Pretty typical for YouTube, really, but you can find that over at youtube.com at the Vacuuminator. I'm also on Twitter. I'm on the Tumblr. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on the GeoCities. So you can find me there, and you can check out my stuff. It's worth doing. It's also worth supporting Modular Media. So if you've been listening for this long, if you sat through all the awkward plugging, hey, you must like this shit. So support it. Give it a like. Comment down below. Subscribe. Ring the bell in order to enable notifications. Listen to Modular Components every week. Listen to This Week in Toku every week. Listen to the No Prize podcast every week, and just generally help us out in the algorithm. We'd appreciate it. We've also got a Twitter at the Modular Media, a subreddit r/Modular Media, and a Tumblr, which is just Modular Media. So that's it. That is the last Components of the month, everybody. We're going to be back next week with a new episode of Analytical Fanboys covering Why the Last Man, and we'll see you for that. Until then. Bye.
Goodbye.